I'll change it once I get into it, but we're back in the game. Honey is here, so I will give her required paths before we get back into the story. So there you go. And we gotta accept the next quest. So we're gonna go and do it in the Crystarium. Because last time when we streamed this, it was quite a while. Well, we streamed this for a long time, about like 5 hours, I think. So this will be shorter, about like 2 hours probably. Because we did a lot. We found Urianger, we beat our first trial, and a lot has developed since then. We now have Solus or Emmett Selk kind of just following us around or just hanging with us, I guess. But where do we go now? Independence. Okay, let's just go there really quick. So anyways, we gotta chat with this guy, and party soon divided. Yeah, there's Solus there, so I guess we're gonna have to see what he wants to tell us about everything, because this is now getting weird and interesting. Good day to you, sir. I hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Alright, let's go over. And that is, yeah, right there. Okay. We can get there super quick, no big problem. Alright, and now we need to find out what the hell's gonna happen. Jump the gatekeep. Get in and see what happens next. So things are probably gonna get super interesting now. So let's see what we got here.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Right. So what the hell? So what is his deal?
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity.
So I don't know, I still don't know. So I guess he wants us to, and then we can team up or something? I still don't really know yet.
Let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
So yeah, so it's obvious there's still a lot I don't know yet, and a lot of questions that still need to be answered.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Oh, yeah, and he was just standing there the whole time, so...
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Yeah, let's talk more about these things.
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Rak'tika remain.
Yeah, there's 3 left.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
That's the desert place.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia.
Right, that's the
I have connections
beach
there
side.
in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Or the ocean side area, so that makes sense. And then
Then I
left
would ask that
the...
you journey to Rak'tika.
Yeah, this place.
There you will find Y'shtola. With her
Okay.
assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Nice. Alright, I think she's the last person we need to find.
You and Urianger used to talk about.
I think so, yeah. And then after we find her, everyone's back together.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I think, isn't the forest
Fear I may
the Lahi area? I think so.
I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Twould be no trouble.
Alright, so our good one over there then.
While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
It's a letter.
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luram.
Oh yeah, the fat man.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
This is probably going to be a point in time where we got
Master
to go
Alphinaud,
rescue him,
might I
maybe.
impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance? Of course. Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Alright then, so are we heading off to the forest then? Chat with Mr. Crystal Guy here, see what he's got to say. Before you leave, make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask if you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. Most considered proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Rak'tika, we journey into Fort Ja that we might secure this relic. Alright, I'll have to go grab something then. I think we can just fast travel there. Yeah, we can. Easy. And I also got flight, so we can easily fly around. So let's go grab what we need. Here amidst these ruins, we find the Church of the First Light, and within its hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Okay. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as a testament to its ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one. It all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that flooded deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour our sin and sinner both. Whence came the name of Sin Eater. Okay. People were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. And where there was light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. Most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Rak'tika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let's find what remaineth of the chapel here. Alright, more interesting lore we're getting now. Oh, cool. And I'm probably gonna get a cutscene after this, I feel. Yeah. So I guess we'll probably learn more about the church now. This is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the church as I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose the reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to the worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Rak'tika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of Rak'tika Greatwood that they found sanctuary, or finally found sanctuary. Often many times did Eulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Tis why she sent us here, I now see. The tablet which she spoke of no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history she so yearned to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Let's get looking. Is this it? Oh, inspect. Okay. A little bit of a looking around mission here. So, find the tablets. Thancred, Ophelia, Riange. Oh, that was easy. Locate the time-worn tablet. That was very easy. Yeah, point on over to it. Within the altar thou sayest. Right, we found it. Let's continue. Naught escapeth thine eye. 'Twould seem this is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are written in the script of an ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Rak'tika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. Tis plain the exile can understand it, he stole only too well. But come, let's quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Let's do it. Into the dark. And there she is, so we probably are gonna meet her now. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including the very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's, thus do parents protect their children, and, in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya, lest we offend them. I bid you speak not her true name of the blessed in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Greatwood's border. Okay, so we're just calling her Matoya. I guess that explains why Urianger called that in the trailer when we watched that like a year ago. Not a year ago, like 6 months ago, probably 7 or 8 now. But here we go. This is the Lahi zone, isn't it? So I guess we're gonna make it finally. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way. Oh man, here we go. I'm waiting for it. Ah, there it is. Finally.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked.
We now know Lahi.
Untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Rak'tika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
This song's probably been ruined for everyone because of that video of Soken playing it on the automaton. I don't care, it's the best piece of content ever, I think, from this game.
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Oh, shit. Solus again. Just following us around.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Jesus Christ.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
Yeah, I kind of want him around more.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Alright, so I guess he's tagging along now. I don't mind it because he seems fun. The dialogue he's had. Let's chat with him actually really quick. Was it now? Just to regale you with friendly banter. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then. What do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? What a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Ascians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So after arriving here in the first, I have fashioned some hapless body to the man you see before you. I mean, we actually know who it is. It's the first emperor or whatever of the Empire, right? So we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet, though. At least I don't think. Those your friend over there can attest. There are those of us who forgo such alterations. He's never the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. Yeah, now he's dead. Just plain our Ascian counterpart, means to follow wheresoever we lead, whether at other side, were it otherwise, I would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the light one remaineth, the sin eaters shall be free to prey upon these land without surcease. If not is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of sin eaters did lay waste unto their larger settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of guiding hand. For mercy, you still have provided which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gone. Alright, cool. Interesting lore. Now let's go. Should we just run, enjoy the music? I think we will. Just check the Aether Compass. Northeast. Alright.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Alright, I guess we're... Oh, what's this? Oh, is this her? Oh no, it's not.
Surround them!
These Senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
So these people just idiots or something? Kupo. I'll say Kupo. That seems like the best thing to say.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Well, I tried. Alright, what's Solus gonna do?
For the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
Aw, he's leaving?
Good luck.
Dang.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runard, report.
Oh shit, is this her?
Master Matoya!
Yeah, it is! Yeah, we finally get to see her again.
apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether.
Huh.
Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
Damn, she doesn't remember us. Damn. Damn, that sucks.
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Oh, okay, does she remember us? Too long, clearly.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Rak'tika and its people.
So we're gonna get to meet the locals after they tried to kill us, but we lost Solus, so this adventure got a lot more boring now that he's gone, but more interesting now that she's back. So I don't know. I think a fair trade has been made. You've been busy since arriving the First, I gather. But I would hear the tale of your travels in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gun yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement in the northeast. I will await you there at its entrance. Follow the path through the yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. And off we go. And again, just check Aether Compass out. North. Ah, there it is. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twelves would, this forest hath a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Let's go. We can sprint in there. This is a cool area. Candles and caves. Oh, never mind. Let's see what she's got now.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
Huh.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about that's happened. We're on level 74 quests already, so a lot has elapsed in that time. Oh, nice, okay. The Matoya's Cave music.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Rak'tika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
So yeah, she was just like Matoya.
Some few
In a
thousand
cave with
years ago,
books.
this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka.
The only thing it's lacking now is just a bunch of sentient brooms sweeping everything up.
A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
Well, damn, I guess we gotta go.
Needless to say, my every attempt to
Kill
survey
them.
the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
She's still sassy as ever. That's good.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same, that I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air? Clear your head.
Dang. So, yeah, Thancred's still in denial about everything, it looks like. Day in the neighborhood. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles, nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He's ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to accept. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of the present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alize and Alphino have changed since arriving here on the first. Change is part of life. You're right. After my untoward remarks to Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. I'll have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin to work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look at this take a look at both Slitherbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Alright, let's go check this town out. I think we still need to do the Aetherite, so let's do that before we forget. So let's just do this first. There we are. Also, check what's my armor. This armor I got is eye level 403, so maybe it's better. Let's check it out. Let's open these chests up. Oh, they are better now. New gear, finally. I'ma just put that Thunder Plate back on, just so I can keep this cool look. Alright, Runar. I was told to talk with you. What do you got? Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for a less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? The Crystarium. I see, and this tablet you brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Rak'tika. Well, you're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, of course. Anything for the guests of our dearest Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain in our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back. With her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow may have come to find solace. It is not to say that she were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is a smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again. Now that she is with us, I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But you do not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within Slitherbow. To show reverence to the dark. In a word, yes, but fear not. It's not too involved. Let's begin with something simple. Follow me. I guess we're learning town customs. Down over here, it looks like. In this building. This is a cool area. It's got nice music, too. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond borders of Rak'tika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of life's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? Okay. Oh, just kneel right here. Did I spell it right? No, the second E did not go on. There we go. I'm gonna splash some water on us. Alright. Light sprays with water, your skin begins to tingle. With that, you've been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said their prayers imbue the water with a faint, dark energy. Okay, maybe that's why I felt something. A prickling sensation. No one has ever spoken of such reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspects of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... By the gods, Masmator was right. You are sin eaters. I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Alan Tuta, in the language of Ronka, is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not safe as it once was. This greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I'd hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alan Tuta, and they will know you as friend of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are likely to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Chat mode say Alan Tuta and greet the villagers. Great. Alright, time to go talk to people. A newly come traveler, Alan Chisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are quieter and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea, the quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. Okay. Alan Chisi, welcome friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Beware of these woods. You'll find poison near everything you see, but fear not. Our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Okay, so everything's poisonous in this place, I guess. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now how they've built such a thriving community. Helping hand. Ah, you returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It's been too long since we've had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions, or there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend us a hand. Sure. I'd rather not. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is you take a jug of water, take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course. One of you can do the filling, the other can do the watering. Speak with Urzabel, and when you're finished, she will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. I'll just take care of that. I will see to your room and warm meal. Right then, I fill, you water. Right. Speak with her once again. This is the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. You need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Take a jug of water to the square before the contents leak out. 45 seconds. Turn them in, fill and try again. Let's go. Probably be super easy. Yeah. And place it right there. Watered half the pot. Fetch another jug and take care of the rest. Oh, damn, we gotta do it again. Alright. More water, please. Was enough water for the plot? Only half. I see. Let me refill the jug for you. Take the jug before it leaks out. 45 seconds. Oh no, I got 30 seconds this time. Oh shit. I mean, it's fine. I did like 10 seconds anyways. So I'll have to just go water these plants. There we go. Cool. And now I can talk to her and tell her. Everything's been taken care of. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You watered the crops. My apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Tadia's duty, but she's no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plan something if you'd like. There's no need. The plot is small. It is true. It provides with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Have the Blessed not considered leaving, life would surely be easier at almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history, of how our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out its own in the Rak'tika Greatwood. I see you have read our history. There is a history that is told and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything, their homes, the loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as Sin Eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else, seeing that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond the burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. So with many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Lots of lore to just all these. Oh, look at that, level 78. Let's say lots of lore to all these small, like, areas. Give me a second. I'm just gonna grab another drink, super quick. Be like 10 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue on with these quests. Talk to Runar over here. Done tending the crops already. Very good. Should not be long before your room is ready. Runar. Oh, we got stuff to fight. In the woods, Sin Eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbough. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Tadia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear, you gotta go send me out to go kill them. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down, but if they indeed have the touch, I would not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about the stone? 3 days passed. Tadia, a child of Nice Blessed, was slain by Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the knights blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now... What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corrupted does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descendant from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that you people are in need of help. Are in need, and I can help. Please let me do this. Very well. If the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I can never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. Alright, I wonder how long this will take. I need to figure out about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? I'll come with you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly. May the shadows keep you both. Alright, let's go. But yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing this. Probably like half an hour, but if something big happens after this, then I might just put off doing whatever big may happen until next stream, so we have plenty of time. But I mean, for now we can just see and wait. There, the Sin Eaters. Oh, it's one of these ones, the one from the trailer. Or ones from the trailers. Or ones from the trailer, yeah. You know what I mean. The Knights. I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Let's get to it then. I can tank them both. I'm a Dark Knight. What? Should we make a plan first? Though there are only two. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. Alright, I guess this one's mine to kill. Let's go fuck it up. Oh, this person's fighting one. How's this gonna work? I'll go... I'll just do this. I need to remember my rotation. And I guess they're gonna help me kill this thing as well, which I appreciate. Thank you. There we go. Alright, speak with Minfilia. Down off over here. Just hope the trees don't aggro to me. There you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. I'm fine, you needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. You said it was made of jade, right? I'll switch over there in the bush. Search for the jade stone. Oh boy. Cover a green gem. Cool, that was it. Alright. Let's get back on our Rathalos. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm gonna just run through here. Hopefully these things will lose aggro. There we go. Okay. You have any luck? I did. I found it. It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thancred always says you are a man of many talents. I can begin to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm even to be half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Just hurry back to Slitherbow. Runer and the others are probably worried. We'll just travel back. Yeah. Just fast travel back over there. Thank goodness you're safe. I begun to fear the worst. By all that is dark, you found it. You can proceed with this with the service as planned. The blessed gems have not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Saying goodbye. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must assist you and your friends attend Tadia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Speak with Ophelia. I was Thancred mad at her. Mustman, I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters and... As long as he accompanied you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me, and he's telling me now that Mosmi has business with us. Something the matter? We're attending a funeral. They've asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Speak with the elder. Is it off in here? Looks like it. Let's go and chat with the elder. Hands you a candle, points over at the nearby corner where you might place it. Ah, right here. There. And now we suppose we just watch. Oh, looks like everyone's here.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
I was going to say, is that Solus? No, it's him, Catman.
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. we entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Oh, shit, that's all the other gems, whatnot in there.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
Yeah, sure, I'd like to meet.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
Yeah, let's go fuck some shit up. Go kill some
Their
light
prayers
wardens.
would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
How soon, though?
Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and
shit.
its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Nice. Alright. If that's the case, then I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know what I'll end up doing, because I don't want to do this too long, but I don't want to leave it on a cliffhanger. I want to leave it like right at a good stopping point where it's kind of like a time we have time to rest, but there's something to look forward to when we start up again. Because even if I am taking this kind of slowly, we are making progress through it. I still don't know if we're at the halfway point. I consider hitting level 75, or yeah, level 75 quest, the halfway mark. So I feel like we're almost halfway done. Good to hear. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Stirring up trouble. What we got? Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire. It was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with the neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. Do you think this ancient petition will somehow get us into is it Eeks? Is it Maja? Maha? Eeks Maja? I don't know. Indeed we do. Fresh into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins' protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan texts and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I'm confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Cydia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends here, however, for it is the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Before you even ask, the answer is no. If we are to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. You say that like something is gonna happen. The less convenient outside, to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. Alright, maybe we can probably do this one quest really quick. And then probably end up wrapping it up after this. So let's hop on our mount and go see. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has ought to share their recent activity. Well, we must tread carefully, and there is a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them onto the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Back on the mount. No, it looks like we do have to fight. Alright, let's fuck some shit up. Man, I missed doing the Dark Knight rotation. I think Dark Knight's fun. I go rescue this person. By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you're unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had rather unwelcome visit from the children. You're an acquaintance of Master Matoya then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange as of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first it seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with the spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have the opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to seduce a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Did I say seduce? I meant subdue. My bad. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Yeah, we're gonna use tactical bees. Let's go grab some. Then I think I probably will wrap things up after I finish this quest. The guard returned to Slitherbough, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thank and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? I got some beehives. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let's hurry before the bees begin to stir. Alright, actually, should we? Yeah, I got some time. Let's do it. Children's Settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Let's go fuck up some spiders. Alright. How's this bee plan gonna work? Up there is the airway, do you see it? A bit far perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. We should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed. Enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Are we doing bee throwing minigame? Okay, no minigame, I guess just tossing the bags. Did he miss? Oh. That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere. Help, someone help. We have to save the spiders. Sounds like our plan's working. Still, it's quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it that any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy you Stola some more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Alright. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. How do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thangred. The shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, both of you are ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's go fuck some spiders up. Pardon me? Alright. Probably the last guy I need to kill. Unless he drops aggro. Oh yeah, he dropped aggro. Easy. No one had to die. Just ran through the entire thing. The front of seeing suggests that this is the chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further on, or further in. Let's progress some more. There we go. Alright. Alright, thanks, Lahi. Yes, this is it. I'll be but a moment. Keep watch at the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they're old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children. In fact, we're not like to come here a second time. 'Twould behoove us to learn all that we can. We're gonna examine some wall paintings. With the camera, okay. What is this? Very old. Ruler sits atop the throne. Very nice. Fairly old. Knight shields himself and their comrades. Encroaching darkness. Central figure is considerably faded. And last one. Ancient warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow.
These paintings. They
Oh
seem
shit.
familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
I didn't expect Arbor to show up here.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces.
Okay, now I'm wondering, are these wall paintings like depicting him and his buddies? Possibly.
He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Sure, okay.
Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Interesting, so that goes kind of right. Anyways, talk with the Stola, finish this quest up. We can probably end it here anyways. I believe I now have everything I need to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Masumi, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be the curator you could be a curator of antiques. Though it has no bearing of the task at hand. Perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. Yeah. yeah, I think we accept it, go back to the town, and then we can wrap it up. Let's service Slitherbath, the others are waiting. After we return, two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you'll be the first to know. And back home we can go, and we can safely wrap things up without being attacked by plants. Oof. Okay. It's time to wrap things up. Let me just do this really quick. Okay. Actually, hold on, let me pull something up. Pardon, just bear with me for a sec. And there we go. Alright. So, once again, thanks everyone for coming around. Thanks for the chats, the lurks, the follows. It's appreciated. I thank you so much for coming around. This is a bit of a slower pace, shorter stream than last time I did Final Fantasy XIV. But I feel like things are about to ramp up in excitement, so perfect time to stop and save it for next time we go live. So again, we put this on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube, link to the Twitch is in the description so you can watch it with me live. As well as if you're also watching YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And if you're on Twitch, thanks for watching and everything. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow. I appreciate it. So you can always join me for the story live. I'm gonna head out now. Probably get something to eat, enjoy the rest of the day, and then probably tomorrow just work on getting this uploaded on the channel. I'll see you guys next time I go live. So until then, please take care and have a good rest of your Monday. I'll catch you guys when I go live next. So again, follow the Twitter for any updates on when I go live. And yeah, so see you then.